Hi and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. So today I am going to do quite a short video. Today's will be, hopefully, it's the plan, an unboxing. This arrived on Saturday, I think it was. It was actually released, certainly here in the UK, I believe, on January the 27th. So 4 days ago. So yeah, I got mine through the post, and when you see what's inside here, you'll understand why. It will be some time if I was going to wait and do a review as such, because there's a lot to listen to. Well, you'll have seen the thumbnail, so you know what this is about. So basically, this is the latest Bob Dylan's Bootleg series record. And I want just to tell you a little bit about the Bob Dylan Bootleg series. If you haven't tried any of them, I would thoroughly recommend. The first one came out in 1991 and was actually titled the Bootleg Series Volumes 1 to 3, kind of bizarrely, and was an awful lot of sort of unreleased songs from early in Bob's career. And I bought that when it came out, and it's just a stunning record. It's actually one of my more played Bob Dylan albums. There's a song that springs to mind: Talking Bear Mountain Picnic Massacre Blues, just phenomenal, which I don't think was on any of his other released albums. But these things are great. There's just stuff on them that is absolutely cracking, and they vary. Some of them are sort of more live, some of them are really kind of delving into a particular album and looking at outtakes and the like. Another real hit for me was I think it was number 15, which was the kind of Nashville Skyline sessions. So all the outtakes with all the stuff, sort of unreleased stuff with Johnny Cash, and I absolutely love Nashville Skyline, and the Girl from the North Country is just a stunning thing. So anyway, so here we are. This is volume 17, and this is basically focusing on the sessions, the Time Out of Mind sessions, which Time Out of Mind was Bob's album that he released in 97. So anyway, it's quite a big box. So there's two versions of this available, two vinyl versions. I say this looks kind of cool. So have a look in here. Let's show you what you get. This is the deluxe version, which you can only get from bobdylan.com. So frankly, I ordered this last year and then pretty much forgot about it, and it's just turned up. So there we are, made in the Czech Republic. So I guess that's GZ Media. Very nice packaged box. Very nice indeed. And there we go. So limited edition number 2003. It's got printed on the back, so that's really cool. There was only 5,000 of these made, I believe. That's really nice, actually. This is embossed here. The photo's stuck on. You can, really nicely produced. They varied in their sort of production over the years. And when I say production, I mean the packaging. Some of them are very kind of lavish, and some of them are really quite skimpy, if you like, on the covers and the inserts and all the rest of it. But anyway, let me just slit the cling film on this, and we'll see what you get in here. So this is also available. As I say, this one was from bobdylan.com, cost £200, and is a 10 LP box set. That's what I'm saying. If you waited for me to review it all, we'd be waiting a long, long, long time. So you see that's the sort of the spine, as it were. And let's have a look what we get. Nice. Oh God, look in there. Even inside, it's printed. It's not dark yet, it says at the bottom of the box. And then the Sony Columbia logo, or the Columbia logo, all over the inside there. That is really cool. That really, really is cool. And then a very nice set indeed, with 5 gatefold album covers someday, and a book. Let's have a look at the book first. So here we are, soft back but 12-inch. You put these records down and just flick through here. It's quite a heavy set, it's been 10 records. I don't want to bump it and bash the corners. So here we go. You get an idea of the sort of thing you get. And on a lot of these bootleg series, these books are really well, they just explain song by song through the whole thing, what you're getting and what you're listening to, and telling you a bit about it all. It's all good stuff, but basically you can see there's some good text and some great photos. And here we are, what's on the record. Let me read you this, because frankly I don't exactly know. I only just got it and opened it. So, okay, LPs 1 and 2, Time Out of Mind 2022 remix. So, the original album, I've got most Bob Dylan stuff on vinyl, nearly all of it. Where I start to lack is around this period, because a lot of the stuff was, I think the vinyl releases were very limited, or they weren't even released on vinyl, or they weren't released on vinyl at the time, or anyway. I don't have Time Out of Mind on vinyl, so I only have that on CD. And it's there is definitely a bit of fear of missing out and sort of collector's itis about this, because like I say, I've the first bootleg series 1 to 3, couldn't wait. I've goodness knows what number it is, but there's one of the Rolling Thunder Review. It's about 5 or 6 or something like that, which is the kind of the Desire era live concert, which is, and that's for me, Bob Dylan, the first 4 albums, the acoustic Bob Dylan's just phenomenal. I'm a bit of a big folk fan, so that really hits home. Although the first album that got me into Bob Dylan was Highway 61 Revisited, and bringing it all back home as well. And then I absolutely love Nashville Skyline, as I've already mentioned, and Blonde on Blonde. And that for me is the first sort of, it's kind of 2 great eras, if you like, the original acoustic folk stuff, and then the early electric stuff up to sort of Blonde on Blonde. And then the sort of Blood on the Tracks, that Blood on the Tracks, Desire, that kind of era, again, phenomenal, equally as good to me. But I think Infidels, which is kind of the reggae one, if you like, is the last of the latest of the original albums that really rocks my boat. There's many of his more. I've got most of them, but many of his more recent albums that I really like. But they're not all-time classics like that for me. So Time Out of Mind was originally produced by Daniel Lanois, and this is remixed. So it's over 2 LPs, so that's 4 of the sides. LPs 3 and 4, outtakes and alternative versions. That's kind of normally very interesting stuff. LPs 5 and 6, outtakes and alternative versions too. Cool. LPs 7 and 8, live, 1998 to 2001. So that looks like it's pretty much selections from different gigs. Birmingham, England in '98, Nashville, Tennessee in '99, London, England in 2000. You get the gist of it. Sort of, just selected tracks from around the world in sort of '98 to 2001 tours. And then LPs 9 and 10, previously unreleased tracks, which looks like, we are Mississippi version 1, 2, 3. Just different, alternate takes, basically. Although it says here, all tracks previously released on Bootleg Series Volume 8, Telltale Signs. So that's interesting. So they're reissuing. There's one of these LPs is a complete reissue of stuff that's been available on previous Bootleg Series, which is a bit cheeky. I will mention on the subject of these Bootleg Series, they did... oh God, when was it? Can't remember. They did release 2. They were like white plain box sets with just sort of stamped on the front, the copyright series or something, and it was just all sorts of rare unreleased stuff, which the label was putting out so that basically they had 50 years worth of copyright left on it because it was just coming up for 50 years. And that kind of gets them around bootleggers, or gives them an angle they can sue bootleggers. And I did get those, and I believe they were only printed in very limited numbers, like 500 or 1,000 copies for the world of each release. I remember getting up at stupid 4 o'clock in the morning and driving and queuing outside my local record shop. Well, it wasn't that local at the time. Badlands up in Cheltenham in the UK, to pick these things up. And they were, without wishing to offend any Bob Dylan fans, and I am a huge Bob Dylan fan, but they were pretty awful. They were just stuff which had really almost no interest to me whatsoever. I subsequently sold them on at a small profit, it has to be said, but they were, collectible, yes. Good music, well, good recordings. They just weren't. Anyway, back to this. So let's just have a quick look at this. So we've got LPs 1 and 2. Number 1, all right. Looks like this. So here we go. 2022 remix of Time Out of Mind over 2 LPs. Very nice indeed. Nicely produced. Do like these kind of old school looking Columbia labels, from the sort of 78 era style. Looks clean and nice and flat, basically. That's about all you could ask for. There's no poly lining in there, so I shall have to add some of those just to keep them nicer. But there we go. That's LPs 1 and 2, the original album remixed, and then we have LPs 3 and 4, outtakes and alternate versions. Very nice. Nice pictures of some tapes there. As it happens, those are my favourite tape reels. 3M996. Well, my favourite tape, I do like the RX reels. They're beautiful. But of the vintage ones, that's a real sidetrack, but these 3M996 reels are really cool. They actually have a little rubber insert to grip the tape, which is super cool and interesting. That's the tape that these are recorded on. Anyway, I think there we go. number 3, or double album number 3. More pictures of tapes, more outtakes and alternate versions. Number 4, this is the live one. Another double LP. Very nice. And then the 5th one is the stuff that I believe it said was released on a previous, previously released. It says, what a cheeky thing. But then again, I suppose, you know, it's, hey, if half the box set was that, as there's only one album out of 5, if you like, one double album out of 5, I'll let them off there. It's going to be interesting to compare the sound quality of that versus the sound quality of the stuff released on Bootleg Series 8 or whatever they said it was. But anyway, there we go. 5 double LPs, 10 LPs in all. A really nice book. And an absolutely in-depth look, you know, different mixes and outtakes and all the rest of it of Bob's music from the Time Out of Mind era, all of which slides into this rather beautiful box, which I can't get over. As I said, I can't get over the inside being printed there. I think the first time I came across that was near the I was on the beach, where the inside of the album cover is printed, if you have a look. Anyway, I think we can end this on that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the thumbs up button, the like button. If you haven't already, do please subscribe. That really helps the channel out. And I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye now. Bye-bye.